Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have what are their true intentions in love, and we have some oracle cards here for you, Sagittarius. Please don't live or die by these readings, no. And for sure don't live or die by what you are hearing in the mainstream. Please don't do that, because it's all about money and control and a bunch of big fat lies. So let's get into this though, Sagittarius, because there's no lying here. There's just, it looks like it's possibly steadfast love. So we just got into it, so we don't know yet. But we have the cute little otters here, right? And they are really cute, right? And they look like sweet animals. Yeah, I feel like they probably are. And we have laughter, playful, and protective energy, right? So, you know, protective energy, Sagittarius. I just think somebody wants to protect a love that they had with you. Most likely, we're going to see in just a couple minutes, right? Just a few minutes. We have also, this is Manara, and this talks about the beautiful woman here. Yeah, she really is. She's holding a butterfly. And, you know, I don't know why she has kind of an attitude look on her face. I don't know why people would really take a picture like that. Yeah, you're like, why do you look mean, right? But it says patience, waiting, and determination. And it's showing up here with this other card, and this is she who resists. But this is somebody who's resisting because they are fearless, and they feel like whatever they want here is very justified. And I feel like somebody could be coming here and fearless, like they have resisted everything, you know, everything like kind of darts and, you know, swords and snakes and all this kind of stuff. I feel like to come to you, and we are gonna find out, as I have said. But you know that maybe you have been waiting for this person with patience and waiting and determination. See, somebody is fearless and determined to come. They could have waited. They could have waited because they want to protect this. Maybe they have a lot of fun with you with the otter, right? And then we have the power card, and this is, you know, courage and strength. And we see half man, half lion here. And that's what that's about. Somebody has their power and they are determined, or this is you, right? You could be saying, that's me. That's me. It's little old me for sure. And we also have this, this woman here, and she has a key around her neck, a few keys, and she has a key in this in this globe, right? And then she has this book over here, and the book is open. And the book also has a lock on it. I feel like you have the key to somebody's heart, Sagittarius. I feel like that's pretty much what that is saying, right? And let's see what it says about the next card. And I'm pretty sure that this card over here, this woman here is, you know, she has her sewing machine here from, you know, my grandmother used to have one like that, a very old one. They were cool too. Right now, I feel like if you had a really kind of old one in good shape, really old, you might be able to sell it for a lot of money. Because these are they're antique, right? But here she is, and you know, the rainbow's kind of emanating here from this. She's trying to make a new beginning for herself, or something very beautiful. But she's kind of, you know, she's kind of tangling these strings, or their threads, right? Because she's sewing. She's tangling them kind of in her, or trying to untangle them. Whoever it could be has the key to your heart is probably maybe trying to untangle, maybe something they've done. But usually this talks about kind of working out, like working out the difficulties or something like that, right? In order to have this rainbow, this new beginning. Yeah, I'm pretty sure here. Let's have a look at that card and see how they have put it. I'm sure they're going to put it very, let's see, productivity, control, and organization. Yeah, whoever's coming forward is trying to, I believe, kind of organize how they come forward, because it looks like they've been waiting, and they are kind of fearless, yeah, but also determined, yes. And so I just feel like somebody is like kind of trying to control a situation. Let's see. Take your needle, my child, and work at your pattern. It will come out a rose by and by. Life is like that, one stitch at a time, taken patiently, and the pattern will come out all right, like the embroidery, right? And this is Oliver Wendell Holmes, and for me that's beautiful. It says this card considers the gathering of separate elements, people, or ideas. Yeah. Somebody's trying to organize, I believe, pretty much how to come forward. Probably their thoughts. This talks about people or ideas. From the everyday nuances of family dynamics to the managing of a corporate team. This Victorian seamstress manipulates various components as threads of color. Yeah, somebody's trying to arrange something in order to have success, right? And we'll see what that's about in just a minute. But I feel like it's kind of clear here. We have the rose. Romance is in the air, Sagittarius, right? Maybe somebody's sending you red roses, but this is about romance. And then we have the man showing up, and for me it's a neutral card because it's great, he's a man, but it's like, I guess it's saying yeah. Okay, so let's see what we have. Let's get into this reading for Sagittarius and their person. We're going to use 2 different decks here. This is just kind of how I'm going to do it here, just for the fun of it, right? We all need change, but good change, not the fake change they're trying to bring on. They're trying to bring on fake change. My daughter goes, don't you think that this could just be evolution? No. They're trying to change things for the worst so they can have the power and the money. That's what they're trying to do. They don't care about anybody. So let's see what we have, Sagittarius. And we're going to put your person's deck out, cards out next. The bottom of this deck is the Pied Piper, and it can talk about it can really kind of talk about deception, kind of. Yeah, it can. Or somebody is trying to spread some news, possibly. But somebody here could be maybe concerned here. This woman here with the strings who is trying to organize her thoughts. We're going to find out. Let's see what we have for Sagittarius. And for Sagittarius. We have, let's see here. We have the farewell card in your current energy here. You're either saying farewell to somebody, Sagittarius, or someone's saying farewell to somebody. What's on your mind here is kind of being rescued by your king or your queen, because here he is, the man is calling out to the woman, I'm coming, but he has to swim across this really rough sea here and climb up this really high bank. And she's over there with her wedding veil on. Yeah. It looks like somebody wants to marry you, right? And call out to you. They probably want to come and tell you here. Let's see what else we have. And your challenge is going to be the secret. And they call this silence, but it is really the angel, and she's saying shh. She's trying to keep it hush hush. And this is your challenge. You could have been a secret here. You could have been. And these people are holding hands, and they're a couple, right? Definitely. And let's see what we have. And what you want here is, this is called, I think it's called Insight or the Mother. But what you want is, you could be hoping that somebody will trust their insights, or somebody might protect this, possibly. Because this is a card, this is Cancerian energy. It's a card of protection and the mother. You might want somebody to possibly trust their instincts about. Let's see. Let's continue here. Your fear or your doubt is going to be the taskmaster. So, maybe you're afraid somebody's going to kind of pull one on you here. But it looks like there's some kind of an ending here. We have the farewell card, and the man is leaving, right? He's leaving his home or his village, and he's headed off by himself. And we know this because the other man is walking back with the wagon full of goods, like, food and things like that, to bring back to his house or the village. This man's leaving. He has his little the little vagabond bag with him. I feel like you're waiting for this person, Sagittarius, to come forward. You could be waiting for them to marry you, possibly. This woman on the other side is wearing the veil. And where she is, he wants to be. He's calling her, hey, wait, I'm coming, right? And I had to swim the 7 seas, and there was a lot of, what do they call those? Piranhas and, leeches and all these things here, and sharks and, horrible things. I don't think they have piranhas in the ocean, do they? But anyway, long story short, we have the rainbow in the back and the castle. He wants to be where she is. somebody wants to be where you are. And I feel like Sagittarius, and I don't mean like just because, you know, you live in some place where there's lots of liberty and freedom, right? It's not over here. But I just mean they want to be where you are. Like Michael Jackson sings that song, I want to be where you are, right? And it's where you are. They want to, you know, share a life with you wherever you're at, I believe, right? And so, but you're fearing or doubting that, you know, possibly that this other person is going to do some nasty deed, or they're going to do some nasty deed to you, kind of. This is usually, this taskmaster is usually kind of, many times he is ending something with somebody, because we see the skull here, and he's much like the sorcerer, and he's looking in the book, and he's like citing, kind of, you know, chanting. He's kind of like, well, he's not chanting, but he is looking in this book, a spell book, and he has his finger up like he's going to, you know, he's going to do that, like put somebody under a spell, but most likely it's an ending. And there could be timing involved, because here he sits next to the hourglass. So let's see what we have for you, Sagittarius. You have this card in the past, and this could be somebody else's energy where they were criticized for leaving. Because this card over here talks about criticism, and this woman is being condemned at, like in the town square or the plaza, and these men are looking sinister. Yeah, they are, especially this blonde guy over here. But you know, the woman, which could be their mother, somebody might be condemned here for leaving, because this woman is also she's being criticized in the back, and she's being kept there. Against her will, and they have her hands in the slats, and she's, you know, hunched over, and her head is being held down here. Maybe not her head, but she can't break free here, because her hands are stuck in these in this kind of wood. It's kind of a guillotine, but it's not going to chop her head off. But it's some type of kind of just some type of restraint device, right? And so, you know, this could be her mother and her brother looking like, you know, and then they have the paper there about what she did wrong. Somebody did something wrong here, because we see the taskmaster, and we also see, and if they didn't do something wrong, I feel like they just left somebody. Yeah, because, you know, as I said, the taskmaster sometimes can imply an ending. And here's this man saying farewell. Somebody said farewell to somebody, and they got criticized for doing it. I'm pretty sure here. And what's on your mind is, I feel like you want to be rescued. I feel like whoever's walking away here is walking away so they can rescue their princess or their queen. And that's what's going on here, right, in this card. So let's look at your challenge. It looks like you were the secret, Sagittarius. Yeah, secret lover, that's what you are. We couldn't be together. I think she says we shouldn't be together. But if you were the secret, this person, I believe, is coming to you. So let's see. I feel like you're waiting for them. Yeah, you are. Let's see what else we have. Maybe you were just hoping that they would come. And then in the challenge here is the secret here. And then we have this card. And it's a card where, you know, this man has told this other man something. And the man can't handle it. So he is down on the ground. And the rainbow is in back of this man, like, kind of like, this rainbow is not for this man, because he wouldn't be energyless. And I forget the name of that card, but it's really what it is. This man he's either heard some news, or somebody has waved goodbye to him, or somebody has, like, yeah, waved goodbye to him. And let's have a look at that card and see what they call it here. Just curious. This is the Absolute Fool. Wow. Is this correct? You see here? Yeah, it is. This is the Absolute Fool. And yeah, somebody feels like they've been taken for a fool here because of a secret. This is your challenge. You could have been the secret, and somebody didn't, maybe, you know, somebody maybe didn't want to be taken for a fool because of you, kind of. Let's see what else it says here. Really interesting here. Where is that damn card now? Tilting. No, not tilting. I'm not sure. I don't know what that word is, you guys. It's weird. At windmills, the loser. Yeah, see, somebody feels like a loser here because of a secret. This is the challenge here. So, you know, we have this card of courage. Somebody might not give a shit if they look like a loser anymore. Because somebody here is saying goodbye even though somebody has criticized them with this card. This can be like character assassination, or somebody's kind of harassing somebody for something they've done, for saying goodbye. This person is coming, somebody's coming here, and they were challenged in the past. They didn't have the courage. That's why the power card's showing up here. And they had the key. But this card here, where the magician has the key, it's stuck inside the globe. They had the key to your heart. And maybe they had to maybe this is a hard thing for them to figure out, to kind of organize here. Because this woman here has the strings, and it's all about organizing details, or organizing something in order to have plan, or in order to have control or organization. Somebody here was probably said, I just feel like somebody's coming, and they were maybe trying to organize that, maybe to kind of for damage control, because it looks like somebody has completely suffered here. But let's see here. This man cannot get up because he feels like a fool. Yeah, and then we have the tramp. This is in the, let's see what else it says. These are just the key words. The sleeping soldier, lethargy. Lethargy means you have no energy. Dreams of heroics, and Percival. So Percival, I don't remember. It is, I think it has to do with a Greek figure, maybe a god. But let's see what it says. At the moment, you are unable to accept not having enough energy to come to terms with the world. You are a loser. Your body, tired and weak, might well reflect this listlessness. So in the challenge here, I feel like this person, somebody didn't want to say goodbye, or you, because you were going to feel like a loser in front of somebody else. Because somebody was criticizing here big time. And you're fearing that, or doubting if this person was going to make some type of a mean decision, or some type of kind of something that is seen as very evil or cruel. I should say cruel, not evil, right? Evil is for these people who are running things. Cruel is when you're in a union with somebody. Not that many people are evil in a union. I mean, by and large, not usually. But you could be afraid here, or I think you were doubting that this person, I feel like, was going to leave somebody else. And because they were going to be either, you thought they were going to be majorly criticized, or maybe their reputation. This card talks about somebody's reputation is at stake. Somebody is coming anyway because this person. Because we have Audaz, almost like audacity. This is what they named her. And this is somebody who is fearless and resistant, right? And justified. Like, this path is justified. My love for Sagittarius is justified. I'm leaving. And I feel like that's what this is. We also have this card over here about she who waits. And they are determined. Patience, waiting, and determination. This person has, you could have been waiting, but they have been determined to come to you. So let's look at their energy here. Yeah, we're going to probably use this deck here because we started with this deck. Yeah. Let's see what we have for Sagittarius and their person. And let's see for Sagittarius's person, please. We have the fear card. This is called fear. So that's what it is. We have Sleeping Beauty. This is their current energy. Sleeping Beauty. They're dreaming all about you, Sagittarius. And Sleeping Beauty wanted to be rescued. Remember, by the prince, and the evil witch kind of put her into a slumber, and she couldn't wake up without the kiss of the prince. I feel like this person, this is a love. This is some type of a love where somebody realizes that their love will rescue them. Yeah, it's really deep. Because here, the man, he's going to rescue her. Now, she's not being rescued from, villains, right? But she's being rescued, she's kind of rescuing him because he's the one who was on the side without her love. He's the one who has to swim across this sea and climb this really high bank. And he looks like a little wimpy guy. He looks like he has no muscles. So that could be a feat for him. It could, yeah. And so here your person is dreaming of your love. And they're dreaming when you're going to take their hand, because up above Sleeping Beauty, right, who is covered with red roses here and also thorns because of the, the bitch witch, right, is these two hands here, and they are reaching for each other, but they're not touching as of yet. Wow, this person's dreaming about you, and this is what I mean about somebody's rescue and their deep love. Yeah, for sure. The challenge here is that somebody else can't handle this right here. This man cannot handle this. And it's possible your person who's coming felt like a loser. Because here you are doubting that they're not going to do something really cruel to somebody, most likely. I feel like you were hoping they were going to follow their intuition. This is what this card is about. This card is Cancer. And it is also a card of protection. And I feel like you were hoping they would protect this love for you. Yeah, and follow their intuition here. And this card, the otter, talks about protective energy. And here's these two otters, and they're together. I don't know if they're sisters and brothers, or mom and pop, or whoever they are, but they are definitely together and protecting each other, right? And so your person in the past had the fear to do this. Here they are running from the graveyard. And this is somebody who is running from fear, like running from a situation that they're not happy with. But the problem with here is that where they're headed, they're not afraid if it will succeed. And so there is more fear again, kind of like the Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior, but worse. So let's see. Let's get a couple cards. Let's see what we have for Sagittarius. For Sagittarius and their person. For Sagittarius and their person. And we have the Eight of Cups. This talks about abandonment. We're just pulling a few regular tarot, because you guys might go, what? I want to see the tarot. The King of Wands. This is you. Somebody, and this abandonment card, Sagittarius, talks about somebody who has drank from somebody's cup, and he's getting ready to abandon. He's drinking the cup from the cup and leaving. It really talks about abandoning somebody for somebody else. It kind of does, because he's leaving and he's drinking from the cup there. And then we have the King of Wands here, and this is about courage as well, and that is you. Let's get another card for Sagittarius and their person. The Fool card. Yes, this person is taking a leap of faith on you, and they have courage. Because the Fool has courage, even if it's kind of blind bliss. And this one, it's not. This person knows exactly what they're doing, because I feel like they went through hell to be able to kind of launch this. I shouldn't really say launch. Sounds like some type of a spaceship or something. But in order to propel themselves, in order to do this. Now let's get another card here. They're dreaming about you, Sagittarius, right here. Here you are, Sleeping Beauty. And they can't wait to, lift up this glass casket. It's not really a casket, but a cover, I guess. But and take these kind of little, this clothing off you. You're not wearing much there, but they're like, wow, right? So let's see what else we have. And let's see, they have the marionette, and this was on their mind. The marionette is a puppet, really. This could have been on maybe this person had you as a puppet. There's some type of there was some type of fear here. Remember your person has this card. They're afraid of where they're headed to, right? Like, oh God, I'm running from this situation here, which I feel like is another union, but I'm running from the situation. I don't know if Sagittarius will have me, but here I am dreaming all about Sagittarius, right? And so what's on their mind is the marionette. And they might have kind of played you or something, because here's the puppet. This person could have played you for somebody else, and they could have turned around and realized after time went by, why did I do that to Sagittarius? Sagittarius was really the one. Because this kind of seems like the one who got away, kind of a energy here. Let's see, we're going to talk about the marionette, and let's see what else we have. And their challenge is this is the magician, but he's kind of a trickster too. This is their challenge. Let's see, why do they have that? Let's see, let's put their cards out first. And here they are depressed, or somebody's depressed. Right? This is the card of depression. There's not much else to this card here. Here's the man. He's in the cave, and he's seriously depressed. And their fear is about deception. And I was just saying that over here somewhere. I was feeling this person could be afraid that they have deceived you, and now they don't know how you're going to behave. And we know because of the fear card, where the woman is running from the graveyard, but now she's it's a kind of a horrible feeling. I'm leaving something, I'm running away, and when I get there, Sagittarius might poke me in the eye or just something like that, right? Yeah. And we see two people saying good. We see her leaving, she's running away, and we see the man waving farewell. Yep. And so your person, I feel like, deceived you in the past. And remember, Sagittarius, the challenge over here for you was that you most likely were a secret. Or you had them as a secret, but this is a secret, this couple here. And the angel is saying, be quiet. It's almost like she's supporting it, because kind of like two people were loving each other. But for me, this looks like a wake up, kind of an awakening, where this person woke up to the fact that they loved you. But let's see what else we have. And let's see why the marionette is here. This is what's on their mind. This is a puppet. This person could have had you hanging on a string. Right? I got the world on a string. I'm sitting on a rainbow. Sagittarius is my puppet. I mean, it could have been like that, right? That's terrible, right? Let's see what else is on their mind, because this is very complicated. Yeah, more so than yours, I believe. Let's see. Why is a marionette there? And the marionette can talk about somebody who has been in a relationship where, or a marriage maybe, where there's money and there's kind of a little bit of luxury, right? And so, or major stability. And this is why they kind of remained a puppet, kind of. Like she doesn't want to be the marionette or the puppet, but she has beautiful clothes here, right? And so, she has some form of stability. Sometimes it can talk about that. That's what's on their mind. Let's get a card on. And we have the wedding. Okay. So this is really interesting here. This is what's on their mind. I feel like it's to marry you. Yeah. For sure, right next to Sleeping Beauty, Sagittarius. They want to marry you. So start figuring out who your what those little kids called, the flower girl, and then the other. I forgot what the other kids are called. I do, right? My daughter was the flower girl one year. Okay, so here we have the marionette, and let's have a look at the marionette, because then we might. And this is what's on. This is what's on their mind, yeah. And the marionette is, let's see what we have. Okay, what? And here it is. And this is the Barbie doll syndrome, remote control sensuality. Wow. The perfect appearance, being possessed by the material form. And I was saying that, right? This is what's on their mind. You hang by invisible threads. You don't realize you're trying to conform to an image. It's possible here, this can talk about a few things. This is really interesting here, this marionette. Let's see what else it says. Expressed metaphorically, you want to become a larva. The god of the underworld seduces you so perfectly that you are unable to distinguish between image and reality. It's possible here that maybe this person couldn't have a union with you because they were in a situation kind of controlled by materialism. It is very possible here. It says, try to find out how the alien virus turned you into a doll. The task is to escape. Yeah, this person here wants to escape another situation, and they feel like they are kind of being controlled or something like that, or they have some strings that have kind of been keeping them tied, right? And this is what's on their mind. I'm pretty sure it's to marry you, Sagittarius. I'm pretty sure. And this doesn't talk about like somebody's marriage. It talks about somebody getting married. That's what it talks about. Yeah. So let's see what else we have for them. Their challenge here is the magician, and here he is being molded. And you know, right next to the marionette here, this person here has been molded into some type of a, they were in some type of a union where they had to like kind of conform, I believe. It's possible here because somebody does look like they're being left behind here, because we have this Eight of Cups here. This talks about abandonment, and here's the man waving goodbye, and right next to it is the other man waving to his future wife, it looks like, because she's wearing the veil. So here is the magician. This is the test tube. This is their challenge. They feel like they are like in a test tube, like in a controlled environment, kind of. OMG. That's what they want for us. Let's see what we have, you guys. And we have, here's, look at this. This is about attraction and sensuality. This person here is so attracted to you. They are. And the challenge here is that they were stuck in some other situation where they had to conform. I'm pretty sure. Because here's the puppet next door, which is the marionette. She has to conform, right? When her master pulls the string, she has to smile and lift her leg or whatever she's going to do. And right here she's a ballerina. So what they, you know, here they are depressed, Sagittarius. Let's see, maybe they are hoping somebody won't be depressed. And here we have the Vanity Fair card. Here's another card that talks about a couple that is unhappy. And they are at the fair here, both of these couples. This talks about kind of keeping appearances. This person has been depressed and keeping appearances in another situation. I'm pretty sure. Their challenge here is that they are so attracted to you. They could possibly be hoping somebody else is not going to be really depressed here. Yeah. So let's see. Let's look at the deception card, and this is what they are fearing. You could be saying you try to pull one on me, right? Because here's this man, they're playing a shell game, and he's cheating. You can tell by his eyes, right? And the other guy's looking at him, and you know, this can be about 3 people, because we have 3 people very clearly right here in this card. Yeah, we do. Let's get another card here for... And here they are, here they're fearing here that you're not going to believe them, that I believe that they believe you're a soulmate. Because this couple, it's called, I don't know, the Divine Temple or something like that, but they walk together. They're in the same like little kind of temple here. They have the same beliefs. They're complete like soulmates here. And this person might not believe, because they were deceptive in the past, that like you're everything to them, right? Let's have a look at that card, because that's a beautiful card. It really is. And okay, let's see what it says here. And that is about the 2 people who are on the same page, right? And this person could have gone through a major awakening, because this is the spiritual couple. This person is afraid you're not going to believe them because they were deceptive, because they have gone through an awakening. They have. This is a very deep reading. It is. These cards are kind of deep, that's why. Let's see what it says here about the divine couple. And we have, let's see, we have, and this is called, where the heck is that card? It is called the Symbolon. Okay, and this is the meaning of the relationship, lucky in love, the marriage vows. This person is afraid they're not going to have any luck with you because they deceived you in the past. The challenge for them is that maybe they tried to, like, you know, they were like a trickster with you, because this magician is a trickster. He's standing there and he has this, this person could, you might think that they really played mind games with you, because this person, this magician is he has a body here, like a human being in a test tube. You could be feeling like they were really effing with you, all right? I don't usually talk like that. I mean, I usually don't, but occasionally because it paints the picture really well. You could have thought they were really effing with you, playing serious mind games here. Because this person is afraid and they're deeply in love with you here, with Sleeping Beauty and this card with the naked couple here that are looking into each other's eyes like, wow, like we're one of the few in the whole world that have true love. That's what this card is about. This is pure passion. And this card over here can, you know, can talk about, they've gone through some type of an awakening and they're afraid here that you're not going to believe them. They could have been married to somebody else as well. This person understands now. This talks about a complete understanding with the couple here that are going down to the temple together, wearing the same clothing, the same type of, yeah, they're in the same temple. They believe the spirituality is, this person woke up and they have a complete understanding here. And this talks about partnership as process of understanding. In other words, they had to be in this other relationship to kind of figure out how important you are. OMG. We're going to end this reading, Sagittarius. We're going to go to the extended. We're going to use the regular tarot, which is over here, right? And we might use a few of these cards over there, but we're going to see how they feel about you. We're going to look at their environment and see kind of, you know, we want to see who or what may be in their environment. We're going to see their near future. And we're going to see once again their challenge and how they are seeing the situation. Yeah, and also what you don't know about them, Sagittarius. Yeah, and any external influences. That's what I want to see, outside influences. And of course their true intentions are all super affordable. Thank you so much. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.